Tonight on Poker After Dark,
God, I just want to bust Nate so hard.
Tilly is back at it.
I'm a lucky ducky.
Maria Ho flushes the competition.
Could this be the hand where I beat Nate? Ah!
Nate Silver continues to add to his stack.
I'll straddle, yeah.
And Frank Stepuchin and Ellie Alezra can't buy a pop. Another night of Poker After Dark is on deck as we welcome you back to Las Vegas and the beautiful Aria Resort and Casino. I'm Ali Najad, bringing you all the action from tonight's 10 1/4 No Limit Hold'em Cash Game. Minimum buy-in was $2,500, no max. Quite the cast of characters we got at the table tonight, including Maria Ho, Nate Silver, and Frank Stepuchin. $50 small blind jackpot in effect this hand as we get the action back underway.
Yeah.
Out here in the fields.
Yeah.
Gets me real agitated, Nate, when it's not working.
Well, like Daryl's chips in the other session.
It was the worst. I didn't even want to tell him how much it was bothering
I
me.
don't need
because
to fight.
It was getting under my
Prove I'm right.
And
I don't need to be
Take that.
forgive.
you can take this.
Nate, what percentage of the book is written already?
75.
Is written in the
I
book?
don't have green chips.
Like 0%.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I mean, we're kind of in the early stage.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
I thought you were like,
Can
which
you
but,
take that?
but like on average, I know it's probably like not something you can really quantify. Like how long do you think it would take based on?
It's like a year of actual work. It doesn't mean that like you do the work in the year, right?
How
It'll probably
much,
be
Jamie?
One
Okay.
year of work spread out over like 2.5 years or something, right?
2000.
It's like,
So this idea was conceived like what, a couple months ago? Then?
yeah, in the summer basically.
Okay.
And you know, kind of in the research phase, although playing poker.
2 bets became
both
3,
complements and
became
interferes with
4.
research.
As
Oh my God, are we
Jamie
gonna get 2 chapters?
had a real
Is
hand in
Poker
the
After Dark
small,
gonna get
but
2 chapters?
not enough hand to play for 2K out of position against the red-hot Jennifer Tilly.
It's worth 1 so far.
When I stack off later with the second best hand, then
That's
that'll
also
be
worth a
omitted from it.
chapter,
Yeah, I know.
right?
What
Like,
did she
it's a
show?
di-
What did you show?
Ace queen.
Frank didn't do so well with ice cream.
Well, that's why I want to take it down before the
Frank, Nate.
All right.
Oh, I got one.
And here's the 50 for the side pot.
You said that's Croatian, right? I remember you explaining it before.
Life is beautiful, live life.
I like
Cheersing,
that.
but
Life is beautiful, live life.
Wow.
Interesting to have.
Maria, it doesn't do nothing to you, those tequila. Put me to sleep.
Nate's got lucky salt. Ellie, you've known me since I was in my 20s, actually, but I can drink.
I know.
I don't do it all
Much
the
is it?
time. But
All right.
I have it in me.
We should have forced the rest of the table to partake.
Yeah, no, I think everybody would have if we
I had
like
3
tried a little harder.
tequilas,
But
and then I had to eat a migraine pill, and now I'm gonna have to have some coffee, and then hopefully wash, rinse, and repeat.
550
After.
Hitting for the cycle. And Maria's not kidding. I've known her just as long as Ellie has, and that is a veteran liver.
I'm not gonna chase that crazy pot. I am not.
How's that worse?
Alezra
Check.
dominated, checking in the dark, and flopping a piece here as Ho's got top 2.
400.
Check.
Check, snap, call 400, and a dark check once more, unimproved on the turn, with 2 dimes in the middle. Alezra will no doubt face another barrel, and this time it is 1,500. It calls again, drawing dead. Heart shows up on the end. Milky 2200 doesn't find a customer as Alezra becomes a believer. And a girl with over 4 million in career tournament earnings is adding to her tally.
Me, I mean.
No way. I mean, it was a steak.
The whole thing?
I'm saying, what would you pay me to eat
Carne
it now?
asada. Why is it
Eat
in
it
one?
now.
Why is it in one?
Ooh.
It's got to be a number.
Yeah, there's Frank. How much would you pay Jamie to eat it now? The whole thing, the rest of it, not like a bite.
75.
Like all 4 ounces. It's like probably 4 ounces.
Can he cut it up or he has to eat it off the stick, off the fork?
The question really is how much to knowingly
400 total.
get salmonella.
It's not good. I always hear people rave about the place. I've had food 3 times from there and it wasn't good.
What's your favorite restaurant in Vegas now that you live here for 5 years?
Ace King suited for Maria, Jennifer with a couple of queens, and this is a spicy flop given that Tilly holds an overpair while Maria's got the nut flush draw.
500.
And the pre-flop 3-better
I'll cook better than all of them.
200.
fires 500 and gets 3x'd to 15. Easy fold for Alezra.
Man, what's this? We got to unplug Javier's. Javier's. Carne asada. How does it come in a chunk? Like it's a strip steak. It's a strip steak. It wasn't a like a fillet or something.
Maria chose to flat and a comforting queen on the turn for Tilly,
It was not very good.
just in case she was somehow beat on the flop.
So I could get
So
unstuck.
2,500.
Top set. That's 2,500. And having added outs, Maria's going nowhere.
Call.
Makes the call.
It's been a while, but Sinatra's seemed pretty good for Italian. And
Oh, I've heard that
In a
recommended before.
blank river.
the first one I came up with. And the encore. It's funny, they always say, you know, the tournaments win, they call it the win 10K 10 mil. It's in the encore.
It's in the encore.
They say the
It's
encore.
it's a great point.
I always say encore.
Yeah.
It's not the win. Poker room went away.
And the
there
Venetian
like
tournaments
3
are in the
years ago.
Palazzo, for that matter.
Yeah, that's true.
But those are half and half.
They were all Palazzo this summer. I
There's
think.
no more in the win for a while.
3,500
They're
to
not doing
bet
like a
on the
false
river,
series
and
to win.
Nice hand. Thank you.
It's always in the
Maria
Oh, I'm seeing.
blocks busted clubs
No,
with her
but-
hand,
I
decides. Got a muck. Poker After Dark is brought to you by Roman. Simple, straightforward, the way healthcare should be. Visit GetRoman.com to learn more. Manscaped. Don't gamble with your grooming tools. Visit Manscaped.com today for the best in men's grooming. And Poker Go. Get in the game at PokerGo.com. Welcome back to Poker After Dark, where our Veronica Brill caught up with Maria Ho earlier to discuss Frank Stepuchin's antics.
Now, talk to me about your chicken wing friend, Frank. He's a little chaotic, as we've seen previously at Poker After Dark. What are your thoughts about him being added to this game?
He's a wild card, right? I mean, both in his personality and in the way he plays. So I think it's fun because I like when somebody's a little bit harder to figure out and maybe doesn't play the way that everybody else is playing. And obviously, Frank just adds like a really cool and fun vibe to the table. And every time I see his chicken wing, it like makes me a little hungry. So, I mean, that's the only thing.
Well, it's the rubber one now, so don't eat that one.
I won't bite into it.
Frank stays true to form. He is the right ingredient to get a game opened up. And Ellie will certainly draw live to turning this session around.
hammers.
Jen, if you had to eat one thing, if you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
That steak.
I don't know. I don't know. Like my favorite
Pizza.
food, I would want to eat for the rest of my life. Like fried
Pizza.
chicken, cupcakes. It'd have to probably be something healthy, like, could it be like something like a steak salad, or it does have
Yeah,
to be
no, it could be.
Whatever you want. Whatever you
That
want.
is actually a good choice.
Right.
And
What
that's a
kind of dressing,
legitimate
though?
combination. You can't say like
Ace 350 total.
pizza, steak, salad, rice.
Right.
It's a little legitimate.
Right. Maybe like a pasta. Pasta's pretty good. I guess.
Hello, ladies. For a step you
I'm
chin.
tired of steak every day. I guess a Chinese chicken salad would be good.
He's going to play it
Yeah,
slow.
You got the chicken. You got.
It's a solid choice.
Yeah. What about?
Crunchy.
Yeah.
Silver.
What about you?
With a little bit of broadened ranged out of the small
I'm the
blind.
same as you, where like there's stuff that I really like pizza and burgers.
Hunting the
but, like, I
jackpot with
couldn't
the
eat
suited
that.
connector,
Right.
which
Every
fans
day.
on a King 10-4 board.
See if I got blockers.
700.
No blockers.
Call. Heads up.
$700 C-bet gets rid of Maria, but
When I got my first job.
Frank going nowhere, and now Nate pumps the brakes after the 10 pairs on the turn. Frank wastes no time.
I knew you didn't have a king.
I could easily have had a king.
I was dating
Oh.
someone who turned out to be my
I
husband.
was, actually, I should say I
And
was
he thought it
confident.
was
you'd
really
have a
funny.
king.
I like chicken McNuggets, so he gave me 3 booklets of McDonald's gift certificates. And then I was doing a television series. I got my first check. It was for $5,000. And I went to put in the bank. They said, we have to put an 18-day hold on this. I'm old. This is in the 80s. And I was crying, and I didn't have any money, but I had a $5,000 check in the bank. And I lived off those McDonald's gift certificates for like 2 weeks that Sam gave me as a joke because he didn't know how poor I was. And I'm telling you, I got so tired of chicken McNuggets. I was like, I can't believe McDonald's doesn't have salads or anything.
Well, they don't have good McNuggets.
Yeah, well, I used to love chicken McNuggets, but.
Well,
that
the
kind
only
of
place
cured
to
me
get
of
a
it.
McNugget is at McDonald's.
Simpsons.
Yeah.
If we're going to get onto the topic of nuggets in general.
Sammy.
Yeah.
Call.
I raise. I'll make it
How much?
$300.
Who's got the best?
You see?
Chick-fil-A, maybe?
You see what happens?
Yeah.
She knew exactly what's happened on a small blind there. She counted.
All right.
Oh,
You were in the small blind.
Defense.
I completely forgot about
You
that.
forgot. Could give me a little
Remind
action.
me. I completely forgot.
Producers bombarding me, saying raising canes
Oh, I
is your
see,
champion.
I'm not offering, like, I'm not saying I would pay this, but I'm saying I think you would do it for $500. Easy. Not you. I like most people. I don't mean specifically you. I think 500 is fair.
I think
After Frank bite from it, to have the same teeth mark.
To
You
be
get
fair,
rabies.
that does factor in. I think 500 for that amount is fair. I don't know.
How come so little?
There was no straddle. That's a normal amount.
It's not normal
My small blind. Okay.
when we're in.
Okay, you're right.
Oh
Like,
my God, Ellie. Wake up.
okay, 1,000 because Frank had eaten it already, but 500 if nobody ate it. But that
Oh,
size.
if nobody ate it, then
You would eat it
Lesra
for
might be
less.
capping his range as he goes from folding to calling just $100.
someone else's.
With that small blind jackpot
During
overlay,
COVID.
he comes up shy on the 10 trade deuce board, which
lot
gives
of
Frank top set
5.
until he has an open ender.
Call.
And Frank's hand is under-repped, given that he flatted the silver open.
How you feeling, Jen? Trying to think of this song. I heard lips move, but they don't the same. Oh, that's Pink Floyd. 1150.
Got 1150.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
She did it.
100.
Another 2,300 into the middle after the 3 1/4 each on the flop. And the river is an ace, giving Jen the nuts.
How much I got left?
Frank might just think that she's got an ace in her range here.
Jackie Robinson, 42.
42. That's 4,200.
And overbets to the delight of Jennifer Tilly.
Correct.
Don't do it.
It's 12,000 total.
She did it.
Holy moly, I hope you don't have 4 or 5 of clubs. If you have 4 or 5 of clubs, you get my chips. Let me think 1 second, but 4 or 5 of clubs. I mean, a 4 or 5 of hearts, obviously. Top set on the flop. 4 or 5 of hearts would be bad. I mean,
Call.
4 5.
or that 4 or 5
Sorry, I
works.
got really lucky.
That 4 or 5 works also. I don't know why you kept saying 4 or 5 of hearts.
You're trying to make sense of why I would have that hand in my repertoire. I don't know. I just felt.
2 more thousand only. 2.
This is 12,000.
Oh,
One second black.
huh?
Just 1 second black.
Nice hand.
Thank you. I got very
I
lucky.
kept saying 4 or 5 hearts. Nice hand.
I was chasing, I admit.
That's all right. You're allowed to do that.
Well, Tilly has certainly been getting the better of Frank. Some of the wounds self-inflicted, but not that one.
Are these tables bolted down? Can I turn this thing over?
And Frank taking it in stride, but certainly not the way he scripted his outing here this evening. Stay close. Plenty more Poker After Dark still to come. Welcome back to Poker After Dark, where Veronica Brill chatted with Jennifer Tilly earlier about the man who's making a bid for celebrity status here at this cash game.
The woman who needs no introduction, Jennifer Tilly.
Hey.
This has kind of become the Jennifer and Frank show.
You know what? It's so much fun. I've never played with Frank before, but you never know. Like he did this huge 3-barrel bluff and went all in on the river when I had a fantastic hand, which was a pair of 3s. And I thought, well, I sort of thought he was bluffing, but I thought, no, there are 5 cards out there that are better than mine, plus some sort of flush situation. So that I love when people are, like super crazy like that. And then I get very competitive. Like, I feel like I have more fun at the table if I have a friendly vendetta against other people at the table. And, Frank really goes at me and then I go at him hard too. So it's a lot of fun. I love playing the Poker After Dark, and this is like such a fun group of people. And, everybody's very tricky dicky. So you gotta watch your step.
75?
75.
Nothing to fight for, right? Only 325.
350. Yeah.
Really
We got
doesn't
him
need to
out. We
fight
got him
to
out.
prove he's right.
Jamie made it 75 to go. Queen deuce suited. Highly speculative and not interested in c-betting in a 3-way pot. Tilly bets middle pair, and Maria asks a question.
650.
You like MotoGP?
Don't know anything about it.
Race I got to still go to is
No
Mile
backdoor
9.
equity for Maria.
That's
Yeah.
the race.
People die on that all the time, don't they?
That's
It's like super dangerous.
makes MotoGP look like mini bike racing.
Yeah,
Those guys are crazy.
and it's through like residential areas and stuff.
Streets,
Yeah,
like 5 or 6 laps, 37 miles around the island.
yeah. I've seen videos of it. It looks terrifying.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ace of diamonds.
MotoGPs are way beyond
Maria leads
the
out for
racing
800 and
of
takes it.
motorcycles we have in the States. But that is way beyond.
Yeah.
Dun dun. It sounded like Queen. Dun dun.
And now the time has come. And so I've seen the final curtain. My time on earth is done, but I'm not done.
75.
Of that, I'm certain.
Let's try to go for it. Leave the fire.
Old Blue Eyes.
was pretty,
Jennifer
Jen.
Tilly edition.
Yeah.
She's singing better than Frank.
I don't know the words. I'll just make them up. Did you guys see Sid and Nancy where Gary Oldman was singing that song?
Tens
No,
have not
he
fared
sang
so
I Saw
well
the Queen.
here at this table as Frank the Tank got felted with them earlier.
I'm just gonna check the way that Phil Allen would check. Check, 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 check.
They're looking pretty good here, though, as
Flop.
Alezra came out of the small blind hunting the jackpot, and he has flopped trip aces. No waiting. Hanging tough in the face of the 4-bet from Lillywhite, who certainly
A check.
has a snug reputation. Looked like he was going to follow through, but instead,
I guess when you got quad, you have to check.
check back, and that 3
Quads versus quads.
is a big relief to Alezra, who could very well have had some kicker problems. Checks a second time, and now Jamie figures these 2 10s are good. Sprinkles a dime out there.
What did you say, Ellie stinks?
I said he thinks.
2,000.
Makes it 2,000.
And Alezra's min check raise, just the right price to keep Jamie involved.
6,000.
And a dark 6,000 on the river from Ellie.
I guess I don't have the best hand then.
Is it going to look bluffy out of the small blind?
Put it this. Put this.
Shakalaka-laka.
Don't count it. Just put it in.
It's he had the, this is when he had the small blind.
Yeah,
He's playing power poker.
yeah, really,
Assassin
really big power.
poker.
I'm only losing 15. Frank losing 18. You winning 40.
Ellie gets a little sweetener by winning the small blind jackpot that hand. More Poker After Dark after this. Jennifer Tilly has been on a tear, winning every big pot she's played, and currently up over 29,000 after rivering Frank's set.
I'm automatic straddle. I said it from the get-go. So,
Raise to 150.
and by the way, Maria never missed one straddle also.
Call.
The only bigger winner is Nate. Never straddle.
I straddle.
See, there's a lesson there.
Lots.
Oh, good
Call.
point,
Yeah,
good
yeah,
point, good
Nate,
point.
what did you say?
There's a lesson there, right? Just quietly, don't straddle the whole game.
Don't straddle. You're gonna.
And win.
But then Ellie notices it. Then the next time Maria has a home game,
players.
Ellie goes, I'm not going if that non-straddler Nate is there.
That's it.
I
I
check.
actually never go to home.
Maria the villain here. 3x the straddle with king high.
I just, I
175.
mean, I did play with Gabe Kaplan and
Oh, cool.
Toby Maguire and those at Beverly Hills a couple of times, but that was the only time during the high stakes. But
I think sometimes
you
it
know,
could
you
be.
want to feel comfortable. There's cameras, there's rules.
Yeah,
There's,
No, I totally agree, right? Because we're all about like small edges and like just little things that can get
I've been
awry.
offered at least 1,000 times to come to a game, best game.
Yeah.
Tilly.
You said, a few times you ask, and you guaranteed to get paid?
Check called 175. Now the ace pairs and she leads out.
Yeah, that's at
Not
risk.
like
isn't it?
here.
Maria
those
has picked
chips are
up the
really
nut flush
cash,
draw.
Call.
Going nowhere.
I can understand maybe games like you said earlier, maybe small game.
And
friends,
gets there
drinking.
on the
Yeah,
river.
yeah, that's,
That-
it was
that's-
just a hangout, really, was what
Yeah,
I
but
was
a
starting
big
at.
game, like I don't want to play a big game. 5,000, 10,000.
No guarantee. Them
15.
saying best this, best
That's awfully
that.
expensive.
How
It
many
doesn't sound
stories-
doesn't sound like the best.
How many stories we heard about the people that play and never get paid and stuff like that? Too many stories.
I have Hit Squad.
The last time I thought you
Hit
didn't
squad,
have
go
an ace,
get
I
'em.
actually had an ace, so.
Hey, we should know whether the at will come and eat the place.
Right.
King, I, flush.
Tilly pumped the brakes on the river and thought maybe Maria was
She's
bluffing.
not losing
My
anymore.
luck is turning. I'm not playing any more hands. I have to go home and buy a new pair of Louboutins. So, y'all play around me, play without me.
Louis Vuitton makes jeans.
What?
Louis Vuitton makes jeans.
Louboutin shoes.
Oh, I know. I mean, the main store is on the Champs-Elysees. I know Louis Vuitton. I'm joking about Louis Vuitton makes jeans. He said you need to buy a new pair. So you need to buy a new pair of new bags?
That is a very complicated joke, and I can't follow you. I'm in misery.
I mean, it
right
was a
now.
logical joke. It just, I don't know if it was a good joke.
It was a long
logical.
walk.
They can't all be winners.
Sorry.
The main store is on Champs-Elysees.
Is it? I don't.
It used to be across from where the aviation club
You're
was.
saying Louis Vuitton. She's saying Louboutin.
I'm saying
which is a
Louboutins.
different brand.
And and it's a pair of shoes. That's
Oh,
why,
it was different.
Yeah, baby needs
Jamie
I'm
couldn't
sorry.
take it
Baby
anymore.
needs a new pair of shoes.
Had to step in and mediate.
What was Jennifer's shoes?
Louboutins.
Louboutins.
Louboutin. Okay.
Louboutins.
I'm saying that was my mistake.
So I'm the last guy over there? Who's the last guy?
Is that you?
I mean, they try to put
Is
my
that
hair in the
JRB
back.
next to you? Nobody looks like who they're supposed to look like. I recognize one person in that. I checked.
Two-way straight draw for the tank.
You know what I think, Frank? You should just throw this meat away and you start winning, man.
Open ender for Tilly.
Or no, eat it and you'll start winning. I
That's
think
the
that's
unlucky me.
Eat it, I'm going to puke right here if he's going to try to eat it.
Pair of sevens for Maria. Gutter and a flush draw for Ellie. Everybody in this neighborhood. And a Lesr's $200 lead. Min raised by Maria. Clears no one, and the 8 on the turn improves the look of a few of these hands. Tilly. 8s and an open ender.
That's Pete Rose.
A Lesra still with the flush draw.
All I have.
Maria's out of
all I
here
have
with
is
the 7s,
all.
and Frank wastes no time piling with the 9 high straight.
How much more is that?
That's a good sign.
It's going to be 1965 more.
Okay. 1965 more.
Correct.
So he can re-raise then, right, if I call?
Yes.
Okay. Very interesting.
She's so good, she knows all the rules.
I do know the rules. Okay. I call. How much is it total?
1965 more total is 3,365.
Okay. 365. I've never been in a game before where there was a $65 denomination in.
Oh boy. So it's 1,000, 2,000. So can I raise?
Yes, you can. You can if you
No.
want to.
It wasn't. It was never one of my options. Oh boy, look at him! Look at him. He's holding his hand like.
I'm going to turn them over.
Don't turn it over.
Not
What if I
yet.
call?
Yeah, huh?
Teamwork.
Hey.
Lesra caught in the crossfire after Tilly bet out 1,400, and
Okay, 3,365. I'll give you the 65, and I give you 3,000, and I give you 4,000.
the tank said
Right?
all you can eat.
So I'm getting some change. 700 change, I believe.
Yes.
Hit me.
Main pot is complete. Lesra needs a club or a 10. Instead, it's a 9. Tilly
Check.
Check.
Straight.
now will chop with Frank the Tank. getting incredibly lucky.
Straights are good.
There are only 2 9s left in the deck.
Jen
I have a
had.
straight.
How did you hit
Oh
a
no,
9?
Jen didn't have until the.
How did you hit a 9?
I don't know.
Why didn't you hit a 5? Or club?
Nice hand.
Hey,
You had it on the turn.
Yeah.
He did. He did.
I'm a lucky ducky. That's all I have to say. Sometimes I'm lucky.
Square, you hit it, and I have a
Swing.
9, and he hit a 9.
Well, what a river for Jennifer Tilly, who chops up Ellie along with Frank, as Ellie is left in disbelief. Welcome back. Here's a quick peek at the chip counts, courtesy of GG Poker. Jennifer Tilly up 25,000. Nate Silver up almost 20K. Maria finds herself in the black with just over 2,100 in profit. And Ellie and Jamie both stuck 12K, while Frank is throwing a bit of a party in the red, 26,000. Steppy-Chin would have had Queen 10 suited there.
Raise to 75.
Something tells me he would have got involved, and he would have had Tilly's 10-6 suited, dominated.
Call.
As she 3X's the unstraddled pot, a rarity.
Call.
Jen, here's your chance to get Nate. Here's my chance to get Nate too, actually.
Player.
Better make a hand.
Maria does have Nate's ace-8 in bad shape, in particular on a 2-spade flop.
Check, check.
Quick round of checks, and Maria turns the nuts.
Check. Check.
Check.
Tilly and Alezra pick up gut shot straight draws, not interested in putting chips into the pot, however, and yet they both get there on the end. Silver makes a wheel for himself, and Maria's got 3 people, all of whom could potentially call
Call.
this $300 bet.
Call. Raise to 2,000.
And it is Alezra, after Silver and Tilly flat, who shoots it to 2K, thinking this 6 has got to be good. Maria loving what she's seeing.
Re-raise to 6,500.
Her re-raise makes things easy for Nate and Jen.
silence is killing me. Hey now, you rock star. Smash Mouth?
I think so.
I'm just gonna yell really loud out here. Hey! Hey!
I do hope he's okay. Feel better?
Silence is killing me. No music.
Okay is probably not the adjective I would use to describe Frank at this moment,
No, I'm good. Felt good.
as he briefly lost his mind.
Hey now, you're a rock star. Come on, sing it. Jimmy. Hey now, you're a rock star.
I'm
Don't
here
let
to
that-
listen.
don't let that-
Lesra deep in the tank here.
All right, you know I'm not thinking with that, right?
I folded 6 high straight also. Good play, Miss Maria Hoth. You didn't actually have a flush.
450.
Eventually settles on the right decision as Maria works her way up the ladder. Well, a frustrating go of things for Ellie Alezra, who's been roughed up a bit. We'll see if he can turn things around after this. Welcome back to Poker After Dark, where the rare raise fold on the river by Ellie ended up being the right move as Maria took down a big pot.
Jen, we've got 30 more minutes to get him.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm just not
Really?
feeling
No, I can't have you giving up yet.
I'm not giving up. I just feel like sometimes some
150.
people have a supernatural
150.
Raise to
sort of
150.
ability. And I'm gonna call.
Call. Call. Call.
The tank wakes up,
4 players.
picks Queen 8 to arise from his slumber, and you can go back to sleep on this flop.
Check.
Check, check.
Tilly out of the small blind has the best hand.
Check.
Ace, not the card she was looking for, as Alezra binks and takes the lead.
Right.
Call.
Check the river.
Check for.
Tilly calls the 300. Dark checks,
Hey.
and that 10 on the end
Nice hand. Nice hand. Nice hand.
would have actually made Frank's hand. But instead it goes check, check, and Ellie drags one.
I actually think I might bounce early.
Are you gonna bounce early?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, it's really nice playing
these off
with
just
you.
because I don't have any snacks, so I'm going to call it. But it was a pleasure,
It's nice
guys.
playing with you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Jamie,
Cheers. It was a pleasure. Thank you, mate.
nice to play with you.
You too, man. Nate, always
All right,
a
man.
pleasure.
If you want to get beer later, just let me know.
I'll text you, yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Nate, is the beer on you?
I'll see you in a
The beer's on me. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Jamie Lillywhite is going to take his toys and go home. A little bit of an early exit for him.
Our numbers are diminishing. It's like an Agatha Christie novel.
Five-handed action now. And that look on Ellie's face says everything you need to know about whether or not he's winning or losing on the session.
200. Call.
Ellie.
Call.
Not Ellie. Ellie.
Tilly raising from the button,
Check. Check.
400.
and both she and Ellie flop a 10. She has Alezra out-kicked, but Alezra does have a gut shot straight draw working.
Call.
Maria wants to take a pull.
Check.
She hits a deuce.
Check. Check.
Nobody bets, and now the case 10 shows up, and this could be expensive for Alezra,
22.
who overbets into 1825
Raise.
and promptly gets asked for the rest of it. He snap calls and
Wow.
Wow.
dirty.
All right, I guess in this note, I'm going to let you have it. I'm not going to pull more money. Good hand.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice playing with you guys.
Jeez. Nice playing with
Don't
you,
bust
Ellie.
Frank
See you next
because
time.
there'll be no free people to play with.
There'll be nobody to eat the steak.
Ellie's out.
Jamie, cancel that Uber. Ellie's going to get you home. They are dropping like flies here in the closing moments of
Cool, man.
tonight's
Great to meet
action.
you.
Hi, Ellie. Good luck in the other game.
Thank you. Thank you.
Less places to hide when it's four-handed. Poker After Dark is brought to you by Roman. Simple, straightforward, the way healthcare should be. Visit GetRoman.com to learn more. Manscaped. Don't gamble with your grooming tools. Visit Manscaped.com today for the best in men's grooming. And Poker Go. Get in the game at PokerGo.com.
So I've liked to talk to you as a statistician, you know, and you developed a really good algorithm in that sit and go. And I'm curious what your odds are today of being profitable?
I mean, does that mean playing profitable in theory or in practice? I don't know. I mean, the one thing is like with this lineup, it's going to be pretty high variance, right? You can't just kind of like duck your way out of playing some big pots, I don't think, right? So I assume if you have super high variance, you're probably somewhere in the realm of 50-50 in a relatively short session to win or lose money. But I don't know. I mean, you know, I win more often than not when I play cash. It's not like necessarily indicative of what'll happen in this lineup, but like I feel like I'm kind of on a free roll and don't have a lot to lose.
A lot of big decisions and outcomes are made on flips in poker, so good luck to you today. Sounds like that's what it's going to be.
Thank you.
It's become somewhat of a desultory game at this point. Yeah.
Tequila shot?
Four people huddled together against the darkness. How many games? 3 more?
That was a good movie. That was Val Kilmer.
Tequila?
Yeah. If
I
someone's doing a shot, I'll do it with them.
Tequila for
I'll
the
do
road.
one. I'll do a shot. Sure, why not?
Well, it's not every day I got to go to the dictionary, but hats off to Jennifer Tilly, who came with desultory. I presume I'm not the only one who scratched their temple when she dropped it. The definition, lacking a plan, purpose, or enthusiasm.
The true story, but it was Val Kilmer movie about the darkness, about the
Heart of Darkness. Was it Heart of Darkness or
building the railroad in Africa.
with Marlon Brando, right?
No.
No.
What I'm thinking of.
God, I just want to bust Nate so hard, but all I do is lose money when I try to bust
The
him.
Ghost in the Darkness. Val Kilmer.
Yeah. I know.
Ghost in the Darkness.
Yeah. Did you see
It
the
was a kind of a
documentary
true
about Velvet? So
story
supposed
about
to be
the lions coming in. 2 lions kept
I don't
coming.
want to
and
bust
taking-
Nate. I just want to learn one hand off of him. Like, even if it's like a $200 pot, like, I'll take it.
Everyone desperate for Nate
Ghost
Bucks
in
at
the
this point,
Darkness was
Yeah.
a good one.
just to notch a victory against the man who's had a pretty clean sheet on the session.
300.
Could this be the hand where I
we
beat
go.
Nate? Ah! Okay, I'm quitting. I'm not even playing the other two
Quit while
hands.
you're ahead. Nate, let
I'm
me
done.
win a hand against you in the next 2 hands, and I'll go home happy. I won't win a single hand against you.
You have won some hands.
Did I? No, I did not against
They
you.
have stats in the control room.
Against you?
Yeah, you won like at least a couple hands.
I did against you?
Yeah,
I don't
like
remember it. They
small
must have
pots.
been very tiny
Medium.
hands.
So what happens to that if nobody wins it while...
We give it to the dealers. How
Okay,
about
yeah.
that?
Yeah, I like that
absolutely,
idea.
absolutely.
Let's do that. I like that idea. Great idea.
Okay, thank you. I'm the small blind,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and
No, I thought you were going to do
all
the
right.
only straddle at the end of the night.
Okay, I'll straddle. Yeah.
We got Nate to finally straddle.
Woo woo.
Read his book. It's going to be in his book how you just wait until the last
Yeah, I
second to last
straddled
hand.
Gamble,
to
gamble.
So I straddled in Poker After Dark.
I call that obvious bluff.
I fold.
I had a
Ghost in the Darkness.
Michael.
Michael Douglas.
Oh yeah.
Val Kilmer.
Silver wakes up with ace-10 suited in the straddle in great shape against Frank's diamonds and Tilly's 10.
3 players.
As somehow there's interference across these 3 hands. Everyone in for 275 and uh-oh.
Gotcha.
Check. Check.
I check. Yeah.
425.
Just when Frank must be thinking my luck has turned.
Last hand, everybody. Let's make it a good one. Oh, I thought this hand was over.
He is cooked, but he does have 2 outs, a straight flush redraw.
Check.
10 of diamonds is busy in Silver's hand, so it's the 5 of diamonds alone that would be his saving grace.
Pete Rose, 14.
With 1725 in there.
14.
1,400 more lemmings. Jump off this cliff. And a check raise.
Raise to 8,000.
Asks for all of it, and we'll get it.
Call.
Cooler. Hey,
Wow.
you got
Oh,
one of my
flush
out.
versus
You got one of
flush.
my outs with a straight flush.
Gosh.
I need a 5 of diamonds.
Gosh. what a hand.
Nice hand.
Wow.
Well, we'll see.
So
make
I
a good
mean,
story for the
You
book.
get the
so
straight
far,
flush.
so
That'll be
far.
one for
That'd
the
be good
book.
for the book. Bad for mine.
Wow. I was
No,
like,
no, I
should
mean,
I
so
draw to my
far, I
gut
mean,
shots?
I got a 5 of diamonds.
Wow.
Jeez Louise.
Just 1 out for Frank, and
Ghost in the Darkness, that was an awesome one.
he likes to run it
have to
once.
check it
Is it
out.
there?
Hey, and it was even a diamond.
Wow.
It is not.
Wow.
Nice hand.
Thank you.
Nice hand.
Wow. Unreal. It's been a real
Until it's over.
bloodbath.
Yeah.
Lily and Nate just.
And it really does feel like a tournament.
Okay, hold on to your chips. I'm going to turn this table over.
Thank you.
I'll tote the girl. I'll buy everybody's delicious.
Thanks for watching Poker After Dark, as that draws the curtain on yet another season. For our entire crew here in Las Vegas, I'm Ali Najad saying good night and good luck.